All right, how's it going, Vikram?
Good.
I'm Devin. I'm a student physical therapist. Today we're going to be doing the Astrand. So what the Astrand is, it's a sub-max aerobic test, so you can calculate your VO2 max. Does that make any sense to you at all?
Yeah, I've heard of all that.
Okay, so have you done the test before?
This is my first time.
All right, so, well, here we go. So, just a little bit background information. He's been doing a warm-up now for a few minutes. We're having him do it for 3 minutes. He's been doing it for about 2 right now. So we got about another minute. He took some resting values to make sure this was all safe to do. First off, his max heart rate for him was 192. And then we took his heart rate, and that was 75, which is well within normal range. And then we also took his blood pressure, which was 116/68, which is also well within range. Everything is safe, and he's ready to exercise. He has no prior history of any health conditions, no signs, no symptoms, and like I said, no prior, heart disease or family history or anything like that. So it should be good to go. Once this warm-up's done, I'm gonna just see what his RPE is before we get into the actual workload, which we're gonna go from warming up at 25 watts to 100. And then we'll do that for 3 minutes. All right, we're just about there. So real quick, can I get your RPE?
I'd say about a 7, still pretty easy.
7? All right, so if that's the case, we're gonna go ahead and start moving you up. All right, so now that we're there, we're gonna be going for about 3 minutes. And he's gonna go ahead and go up, and we're gonna wait to see how his heart rate and blood pressure do when we test it at 3 minutes. Everything feeling okay right now?
Yeah, so far so good.
Yep, and you have any questions at all?
Nope, still 3 more minutes.
Yep. Also, so one thing I forgot to mention was that before we started, we set up the bike to his proper height so that it would be safe and comfortable for him. So we took the seat up to his greater trochanter so that now everything's all right. And he's also a very well-conditioned male. So we're going to be doing this at 100 watts, like I said. And we warmed up at 25. All right, so about another minute, and then we'll be good to go. Everything feeling okay still?
Yeah, a little harder.
A little bit harder. That's to be expected. All right. Yeah. So, just about there. All right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get your hand real quick. Go ahead. And we'll start here in a few seconds. Not quite yet, so I'm going to be on time. Okay. All right, so you had a heart rate of about 124, so that's gone up some, but that's totally normal. You're working harder, and we completely expect that. So now I want to take your blood pressure, okay?
Okay.
I'll go ahead and put your arm up on top of me, Ashley.
Sure.
Thank you. All right, looking good. So, you're at 126/72. All right. All right, so everything's looking fine. You are at normal levels. Let's get your RPE real quick. What'd you say it is?
I'd say I'm up to like a 13 maybe.
13? All right, so 13 it is. All right, so then now we're going to go for about another 2 minutes, but right now it will be about another minute, and then we're going to check again. So we're going about every 2 or 3 minutes, and this time we're going to go heart rate, blood pressure, heart rate. And this is to see if your heart rate's within the normal, within about 5, which means we're in a steady state, and if it is, we can stop. If not, we're going to have to try it again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Been good today?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, go ahead and put your hand out.
Okay.
Just in a moment. And all right, so you're about 156 for your heart rate. It was 156, when we did our mental math. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take your blood pressure, all right?
Okay. Same thing as before?
Same thing as before. Thank you so much. All right, good. All right. You're at 136 over 72. I said 136 over 72. Sorry for the groan there. Let me get those both down. All right, let me get your heart rate one more time. Can I get your hand? All right, here in a second. And so a little mental math. 156, so yeah, you're the exact same as before, so you're within that 5. So you are at steady state. So at this point, we're going to be able to start on cooling down, but real quick, what would you say your RPE is?
Probably up to like a 14 right now.
14, okay. So, sounds good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn you down, back down to 25. So at this point now, we are going to start on the cool down. This way that we can still monitor him every 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to take his blood pressure and heart rate again just to make sure everything's okay. He's cooling down normally and that he just feels okay and we don't need to get medical help. But other than that, everything good?
Yeah.
All right, sounds great. And at the end, we're also going to take it when we're done. So just to make sure everything's okay.
Awesome.
All right, perfect.